The actions of one man just lowered mortgage rates across the board, and you might not even know his name. Today on Major Money Matters. Welcome to Major Money Matters. My name is Major. I'm the host of Major Money Matters. I'm a mortgage broker powered by Edge Home Finance. If this is your first time here, I encourage you to hit the like, subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you get updated when we post videos throughout the week. And also at the end of the week when we post our weekly updates, we talk about economic news and how that may be affecting your home buying or potentially your home selling process. Now, something very interesting happened this week. I'm going to tell you guys about it. But before I get into that, I need to lay a foundation about two different sides of the mortgage lending process. Now, there are what are called retail lenders and wholesale lenders. From the consumer perspective, here's what you should know about retail lenders. Retail lenders do all of their lending in-house for the most part. All of their underwriters, all their processors are in-house. Additionally, retail lenders have typically have a large corporate structure, lots of overhead. So when you account for the managers, the multi-levels of managers, you account for the process, you account for the underwriters. Even when this retail lender says that they don't charge any lender fees or something like that, the interest rate is higher because the salaries of all of those people are incorporated in the interest rate. That's on the retail side. By the way, retail lenders, you should think Guild Mortgage, Fairway Mortgage, Guaranteed Rate, Supreme Lending, American Pacific Mortgage, companies like that. Reputable, good companies, okay, with good people. Their interest rates just happen to be higher and their fees happen to be higher, okay? Then there is the broker side, okay? The broker side, or the wholesale channel, as we call it, this is where these individuals or these companies rely on mortgage brokers to go out and get business and bring that business to them. Now, these companies compete on the basis of turn times, products that they offer, interest rates, and stuff like that. These companies are companies like PennyMac, Loan Depot, Finance of America, Freedom Mortgage, and UWM. Companies like that, United Wholesale Mortgage, which is what I'm going to talk about. First, let's talk about the CEO of UWM, a guy named Matt Ishbia. And Matt Ishbia was a walk-on at Michigan State, won championships with Tom Izzo and Mateen Cleaves. By the way, Mateen Cleaves now works at UWM with Matt Ishbia. Really fantastic speaker, really great motivational speaker, and seen him speak a couple of times when I've been at UWM. So he's part of the team there. So Matt Ishbia walked on as a pretty much underdog. Walk on, didn't get a scholarship or anything, but he kind of runs the company UWM like a sports team. So it's pretty phenomenal. But he's the CEO of UWM. In fact, his net worth is estimated to be greater than Shaquille O'Neal, Michael Jordan, and Dwayne Wade combined. And I'm only calling out basketball players because he's a big basketball fan. So Matt Ishbia runs UWM, or United Wholesale Mortgage, who happens to be a wholesale lender. By the way, this is Matt Ishbia when he was in college, and this is Matt Ishbia today. Now, this goes to lend credibility to one of two statements. Either one, men get better looking as they age, or two, you put billionaire behind someone's name and they automatically become better looking. One of those two things are true. Maybe both of them are true. But Matt Ishbia holds a sales meeting every single week on Wednesdays, and this sales meeting is broadcasted to all brokers. So he gets up on stage this week, and Matt Ishbia says, "I don't give a sugar honey iced tea whether we make any money. We are going to win." And immediately got my attention. So I said, okay, cool. What are you going to do to win? So he cut his pricing across the board. I broker loans and I send loans to different lenders. There were literally 8 families this week where I had them at other lenders and I shifted them to UWM because they were getting a significantly lower rate and saving money. I shifted over 8 families, and those 8 families, they saved an average of $178 per month by me shifting them from the lender where they were over to UWM. And so what UWM has done is simply cut the market on pricing. Why? Because there are brokers who are looking at pricing every single day and saying, I need to get my clients the best rates, especially when home prices are higher, interest rates are higher, and people are very rate sensitive. They're looking for the best opportunities for their buyers. So the UWM has now undercut them all. So what's going to happen because UWM has undercut them all? They all are going to start basically chasing United Wholesale Mortgage. They're going to have to cut their rates also. But the challenge is many of those lenders cannot cut rates because they have already started laying people off. There's less volume going on right now in the mortgage space. Retail lenders are really struggling. Wholesale lenders are also watching their bottom line. The benefit of UWM is the guy's a billionaire, and really, what can you do with 12 billion that you can't do with 11? So he's cutting his prices in order to drive more business to his company. And listen, let me tell you, this week it freaking worked. I sent 8 people there. I had other brokers say, man, I shifted my people over to UWM because of the great pricing. And you're going to continue to see this. Now, here's the thing: you don't get access to UWM, or you don't get access to any wholesale lender unless you are working with a broker. They do not work with retail channels, okay? So the only way you get access to this great pricing is if you're working with a broker. So if you're out right now and you're looking for a home, I would recommend that you're talking to a mortgage broker. Because I can look at any loan estimate from a retail bank, any retail bank, and look at a loan estimate from a wholesale channel. This loan over here is going to be lower fees and a lower rate every single time, okay? People bring me quotes all the time that retail lenders give them, and I say, that's a bit too high. By the way, if you're in the market for a home right now and you have a loan estimate, you could send me your loan estimate from a retail channel, and I will show you that the wholesale channel is going to beat that estimate every single time, hands down. If you are a realtor, if you're a realtor and you're concerned about the fact that, hey, home prices are higher and my clients' interest rates are higher. Very interesting. I had side note for a story here. Had a realtor call me this week. A realtor called me and they said, hey, Major, what are your interest rates right now for this specific scenario? And I told her what the interest rates were. I said, hey, in that scenario, I'm looking at a 4.5, 4.6, somewhere in that range. And she said, wow. She was working with a retail lender, and the problem was the retail lender had given her the client. So she couldn't say, hey, take this client and do this, because it would kind of be, stabbing a retail lender in the back because they referred the person to her. But she said, wow, they are really off on their interest rate, and my buyer is not going to buy because the interest rates are so high and the monthly payments are so high, it's taking them way outside of their budget. And that's just the interesting connection. So if you're a realtor right now and you want what's best for your client, you want what's best for you, because you're going to have a much smoother process, a much smoother transaction, and you're going to do what's best for the member or for your client, you should be working with a broker. If you happen to be seeing this and you say, hey, I don't know exactly what a broker does or what a broker is, and I need to be connected with one in my local area, send us an email, reach out to us. We'll connect you with a broker in your area if it happens to be in an area that we can't personally support with our team. But what Matt Ishbia is doing is absolutely amazing. And you're going to start to see on the broker channel, you're going to start to see competition among the broker channel. I don't believe anybody can compete very long with UWM. The money over there is pretty long. So I don't think they can compete very well with UWM. But you're going to see some people start to try. You're going to see some people start going out of business because they tried to keep up with UWM. But right now, the amazing opportunity is for you. If you're a client or if you're a family that's looking for a home, you can get an outstanding interest rate much below the average market rate. So reach out to a broker and reach out to me and my team. We'll help you get started. Thanks, Matt Ishbia. We really appreciate what you're doing. Talk to you soon. See you next time on Major Money Matters.